Hi, my name is Rob Brown. Today I'm going to talk to you about an issue that's very close to my heart. I'm going to talk to you about permanent supportive housing. We're going to break it down into three different sections on what's going on inside Joplin, inside the United States, inside the world, basically. And we're going to explain a little bit about how people become homeless and how we can make their life better for them. So, first of all, we're going to talk about the causes and types of homelessness. Then we're going to move on to what we're doing now. And is it working or not? And finally, I'm going to tell you about a better solution. A solution that's going to be better for the United States. It's going to be better for Missouri. It's going to be better for Joplin. It's going to be better for those homeless people that we see each and every day. What is homelessness? What are the causes of homelessness? Well, I can tell you one thing that I know for sure. I know homelessness. Because not only did I work in the Salvation Army right here in Joplin, Missouri, where we had a shelter and I dealt with homeless every day. I was homeless. I lived on the streets of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was homeless every night. I lived under stairs in churches. I know homelessness. There's two different types of homelessness. Emergency homeless and chronic homeless. Now, emergency homeless is very specific. There's a fire. There's a flood. There's a disaster. Something has happened to cause people for a very short period of time to be homeless. But they know where they're going. They know how to get there. And they can get out of that homelessness, get their life back in order. All they need is a little bit of help up. And of course, there's chronically homeless. Now, chronically homeless that's where the problem is. Chronically homeless people do not understand how to get over the problems that are causing them to be homeless. Whether it's drug addiction like me, or alcohol addiction, or post-traumatic stress disorder, which is very, very important in this day and age with people coming back from Iraq. Or just mental illness. You see, these people don't know why they're homeless, and they don't know how to fix being homeless because they're self-medicating every day. They have a problem inside of them. The last thing they're going to do is figure out where they're going to get a place to sleep. The only thing they're thinking about right now is becoming better. Homeless in America right now, there are 1 in 30 kids experience homelessness every year. That's 2.5 million kids experience homelessness in one way or another every year, according to the U.S. Department of Education. Every year. And on one day, in 2013, there were 744,313 people counted as homeless in the United States of America. 5,000 of those in Missouri, 4,000 of those in Kansas, and many of them right here in the 4 states. A great man once said that the only thing that's necessary for triumph over evil is that good men do nothing. Edmund Burke said that. And unfortunately, that's what we do. Nothing. Are you this person? Do you do this? Huh? You shine your eyes. Oh, there's homeless over there. I don't need to worry about it. Oh, no. Or are you that person that actually says they're bringing down the poverty levels? Oh, they're just drunk. They can't help them. It's not true. We can help them. And there's many ways to help them. But unfortunately, what we're doing right now doesn't help them. It's because the only thing we have here in the United States, and specifically here in Missouri, is shelters. Shelter is the primary thing. I'm sure you've heard of a shelter. Maybe you've donated to a shelter. But you know what a shelter is? It's a place to lay your head, and then the next morning you got to pick up all your stuff and go back out on the streets. That's all you have. Can you get a shower? No. Can you take clothes so you can go get a job? No. Can you take anything more than your one teddy bear that the child has? No. A shelter is fine for emergency situations only, but it does not fix the root problem of chronically homeless people, which is a self-medication or an addiction or an illness of some kind that is causing them to not understand why they're living on the street to begin with. And that's the problem we have. Shelters are fine for emergency response, for emergency situations. Shelters are fine for that one night that a family had a fire or something has happened and they need that warm bed and they're going to be able to get taken care of the next day and their lives are going to move forward. But for that person who has no job, who has no money, who has an addiction to methamphetamine or heroin or has post-traumatic stress disorder because they served our country overseas and they come back to this country and they have nothing except for pain and heartache, a shelter doesn't work. The only solution, a better solution, is Village of Hope. And my idea of Village of Hope is a self-contained unit where people can not only have a place to stay for limited or no money, but they can get counseling. They can get counseling for addiction. They can get psychiatric help for whatever mental illness or whatever's causing them. They can get their medication right. And it's all supported by folks like you and by the government. And that's the better way to go. Village of Hope, where we teach you to cook. We can teach you to clean. We can teach you what's causing you to do those things, just like me, where you lived on the streets, you hustled every day so you can do drugs. We're going to teach you don't need to do those things, that there is hope. And we're going to give it to you in a nice place that you can call your own. And we're going to give you the life skills so that you can then succeed in everything you do for future generations so that your life and your kids' lives are better. We're not going to give you a handout. We're going to give you a hand up. Don't let these kids sleep in a car. These kids can't understand where their next meal is going to come from. They have no hope. They not only don't see hope, they don't even know where to look for hope. Village of Hope. Permanent, supportive housing. It's a better way for Joplin and for the people of Joplin. Thank you.